What if the dark spots on your face have nothing to do with aging? What if every cream you bought was treating the completely wrong problem entirely? Here is what most dermatologists never actually tell their patients about dark spots. Age spots are not a skin condition. They are a signal from your body. A visible sign that specific internal systems inside your body are out of balance. And those systems can be corrected without expensive procedures or $100 creams ever. The evidence already exists. Most people simply have not been given it yet. Welcome to Real Health Logic. Every week, we deliver science-backed answers your body deserves. Deep inside your skin live specialized cells called melanocytes with one single job. Their only job is producing melanin, the pigment that gives your skin color. In a healthy body, melanocytes distribute pigment evenly, and skin looks consistently clear. But under specific internal triggers, melanocytes begin behaving erratically and completely unpredictably over time. Some go into overdrive, dumping concentrated pigment into one single localized point on skin. The result is a dark patch appearing against the lighter surrounding skin nearby. Here is the critical insight that most people reading about this completely miss always. Age itself does not break melanocytes. Specific physiological processes break them instead over time. That is actually good news, because specific processes can be identified and changed completely. Most people blame the sun entirely for every dark spot appearing on their skin. But that explanation is only half of the real and complete story here. Think of the sun as simply a match sitting quietly in your hand. For a match to start a fire, you need fuel already present nearby. That fuel is chronic low-grade inflammation, already running silently inside your body daily. When inflammation exists at a cellular level, melanocytes are in persistent irritation and stress. When UV light then hits those already destabilized cells, the response becomes completely disproportionate. Instead of a mild, even tan, concentrated pigment floods a single spot rapidly. This is why people wear sunscreen religiously, and spots keep darkening anyway through winter. They are managing the match while completely ignoring the fire burning underneath it always. A 2020 review in the Journal of Investigative Dermatology found something critically important here. Chronic systemic inflammation directly upregulates MITF, the master transcription factor controlling melanocyte activity completely. In plain terms, persistent inflammation turns the volume dial on pigment production all up. This happens completely independent of sun exposure, meaning sunscreen alone will never be enough. So where does that internal inflammation actually come from inside your body every day? Two organs most people never connect to skin health are directly responsible for this. Your liver performs over 500 documented physiological functions simultaneously inside your body every day. One of those functions directly influences the visible condition of your skin outside. Every day your liver intercepts, neutralizes, and roots out substances your body cannot use. But when the liver becomes overloaded, it redistributes that workload to backup elimination systems. One of those backup elimination systems your body relies on heavily is your skin. Your skin is not just a protective wrapper sitting around your body doing nothing. It is a fully functioning excretory organ working constantly every single hour of day. When the liver is overwhelmed, incompletely processed substances begin passing through your skin tissue. This irritates melanocytes from the inside and triggers erratic concentrated pigment deposits on outside. Research shows that by age 75, blood flow through the liver declines by 30%. The liver itself can also shrink in volume by up to 40% over time. But here is what actually matters most for anyone reading or hearing this today. The liver has a remarkable and documented capacity for regeneration when properly supported consistently. Remove the stressors, provide the right inputs, and liver function can improve significantly again. Start every single morning with a glass of warm water and fresh lemon juice. Keep the temperature around 98 degrees Fahrenheit, very close to your natural body temperature. This gently stimulates bile flow, which thickens overnight and needs encouragement to move again. Add dandelion root tea before your main meal each and every single day consistently. Use 2 tablespoons of dried root per cup of boiling water steeped 20 minutes. Drink half a cup before eating your largest meal of the day consistently. Dandelion root is listed as an official medicinal plant in multiple pharmacopoeias around the world. It stimulates bile production and supports liver filtration effectively, safely, and without any cost. Eliminate trans fats completely from everything you consume going forward, starting immediately today, now. Check ingredient labels carefully for partially hydrogenated oils hiding inside everyday packaged food products. These are found in cheap margarine, store-bought baked goods, and processed snack foods everywhere. Trans fats impose a measurable additional burden on liver metabolism that compounds over time badly. Replace them simply with a small amount of real butter, used in moderation daily. This one single change significantly reduces liver workload over the coming weeks and months. Researchers are now actively mapping what scientists call the gut-skin axis in studies. This is the direct biological relationship between your intestinal health and your skin condition. Your gut is home to trillions of microorganisms governing processes you are unaware of. They synthesize vitamins, calibrate immune responses, and regulate inflammation throughout your entire body constantly. When beneficial bacteria are abundant, they maintain the gut wall as a tight barrier. When that bacterial balance is disrupted, the gut wall becomes permeable and leaky inside. Bacterial fragments then enter the bloodstream and trigger a systemic inflammatory response throughout everything. Quiet, no fever, no pain. But that invisible inflammation pushes melanocytes into dysregulated activity. A 2022 study published in Frontiers in Medicine found documented and important evidence here. Patients with chronic skin pigmentation disorders showed measurably lower microbiome diversity than control groups. Targeted probiotic intervention over just 8 weeks led to significant reduction in inflammatory skin markers. The gut-skin connection is no longer theoretical or speculative in any way whatsoever now. Homemade fermented cabbage made with only cabbage and salt is extraordinarily beneficial for gut. Not store-bought vinegar-preserved varieties sitting on shelves for months without any live bacteria. It is one of the richest natural sources of live beneficial bacteria readily available. 2 to 3 tablespoons daily is all you need to consume consistently every day. Plain kefir with a short shelf life and no added flavors works powerfully too. 1 glass before bed every single night gives your gut exactly what it needs. The gut performs its most active repair work during sleep when your body rests. Bacteria integrate into the microbiome most effectively while your body rests and repairs overnight. Plain oats, real rolled oats, and never instant varieties, 3 tablespoons each morning feeds bacteria. Beneficial bacteria consume fiber as their primary fuel source each and every single day. Feed them consistently, and they multiply, strengthening your gut barrier significantly over coming time. Add a simple clockwise abdominal massage to your daily routine each morning as well. 36 gentle rotations while lying on your back with knees comfortably bent works perfectly. This mechanically supports intestinal motility and lymphatic drainage through the gut wall very effectively. Clinical data shows the majority of people over age 60 have insufficient vitamin D. Most have absolutely no idea because the deficiency produces no sharp locatable symptom anywhere. It works silently the way rust corrodes iron from the inside without any warning. Vitamin D is involved in immune regulation, skin cell renewal, and suppression of inflammation. Research also indicates it plays a direct role in regulating melanocyte function specifically too. 15 minutes of direct sun exposure on forearms and face between April and September works. For food sources, Herring provides approximately 1.5 times the recommended daily intake per 100 grams. 2 egg yolks daily contribute roughly 30% of your daily vitamin D requirement easily. 1 teaspoon of cod liver oil covers the remainder of what your body needs daily. No expensive capsules are required at all. Ordinary grocery store foods handle this entirely. In years of clinical observation, the most consistent pattern observed across all patients is clear. Patients following every dietary protocol and still seeing new spots share one common variable always. Chronic stress is that single most consistent factor found among all of these patients. When the brain perceives any threat, physical or emotional, adrenal glands respond within seconds. They release stress hormones directly into the bloodstream almost immediately upon any perceived threat. Your body cannot distinguish between genuine physical danger and a sleepless, worried, anxious night. The hormonal response released into your bloodstream is chemically identical in absolutely both situations. Chronic stress drives pigmentation through 3 simultaneous pathways, all working against your skin constantly. It amplifies systemic inflammation already present and running throughout your entire body without pause. It triggers production of compounds from the pro-opiomelanocortin family of proteins in your system. This precursor protein directly stimulates melanin production in your melanocytes continuously, without ever stopping. And it degrades your skin barrier function, leaving skin more vulnerable to all external damage. You can do everything right nutritionally and still completely lose ground to unmanaged stress daily. If chronic stress runs unchecked in the background, the inflammatory cascade continues regardless of diet. The 4-7-8 breathing method is the technique that addresses chronic stress effectively and simply. Inhale slowly through your nose for 4 full counts, deliberate and completely controlled always. Hold your breath for 7 full counts without releasing any air from your lungs. Exhale slowly through your mouth for 8 full counts, releasing everything completely and fully. 4 full cycles take only 2 minutes of your time each night before bed. This activates the vagus nerve, the primary nerve of your parasympathetic nervous system directly. It measurably reduces circulating stress hormone levels and improves your deep sleep quality significantly. Deep sleep is when your skin performs all of its cellular renewal and repair. Without adequate deep sleep every night, regeneration is incomplete, and damage accumulates faster than cleared. If internal work is the foundation of this entire approach, topical support is finishing layer. But one critical warning must come first before you ever touch your skin topically. The most common mistake people make is applying a brightening remedy to compromised skin directly. Their spots darken further instead of lightening, and they cannot understand why this happened. The reason is almost always a compromised skin barrier damaged badly by prior product use. Damaged by harsh soaps, alcohol toners, and abrasive scrubs used carelessly and repeatedly over time. When an active ingredient contacts damaged skin, the skin reads it immediately as a threat. It inflames. And inflamed skin responds by producing significantly more concentrated pigment in response. This is called post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, darkening caused by the very attempt to lighten skin. For 3 full days before any topical treatment, stop using all soap on face. Use warm water only during those 3 important days of natural barrier rebuilding process. Allow the barrier to begin rebuilding its natural protective function quietly and without interruption. Only then apply the simple 3-ingredient mask described here to your face and skin. 1 tablespoon of plain kefir provides lactic acid with documented brightening properties for skin. It also delivers live bacteria to actively support and strengthen your skin microbiome daily. Half a teaspoon of honey acts as a natural humectant drawing and retaining moisture effectively. A pinch of turmeric, no more than what fits on the tip of a knife. Curcumin, its active compound, has well-documented anti-inflammatory properties across numerous peer-reviewed scientific studies. Use too much turmeric and your skin stains yellow, so use only the tiniest pinch. Apply to face, neck, chest, and hands, and leave it on for 15 minutes. Rinse with warm water only afterward. No soap. Pat dry very gently with cloth. 3 evenings per week only and never in the morning, under any circumstances whatsoever ever. Active ingredients temporarily increase UV sensitivity, which is why morning application must always be avoided. The lymphatic system is your body's internal waste clearance network running throughout your entire body. It collects dead cells, metabolic byproducts, and all inflammatory debris constantly every single hour. Unlike blood, lymph has no dedicated pump to keep it moving through your body. It moves only through muscle contraction and deliberate physical movement that you consciously provide daily. 5 minutes each morning is all it takes to activate the entire lymphatic system effectively. Rise onto the balls of your feet and drop softly back onto your heels gently. 30 repetitions of this simple movement wake up the entire system with minimal effort required. Follow with rapid heel raises while seated for 30 full seconds continuously without stopping at all. Then, stretch both arms overhead with fingers interlaced and lean gently right, and then left. This opens the thoracic duct, the body's single primary lymphatic channel running through your core. Light fingertip strokes from the center of your face outward toward both ears follows next. Finish behind the earlobes where the primary facial lymph nodes sit and drain excess fluid. This 5-minute sequence each morning moves stagnant lymph and reduces facial puffiness noticeably over time. Week 1 focuses entirely on internal preparation before making any external topical changes whatsoever yet. Warm lemon water every single morning without exception, starting from the very first day now. Kefir before bed every night, and dandelion tea before meals throughout this entire first week. Eliminate trans fats completely. And stop using soap on the face starting immediately today. No topical changes yet during this important first week of internal preparation and foundation building. The internal process has already begun working quietly and effectively deep inside your body now. Week 2 brings full activation of the complete protocol across all body systems simultaneously together. Implement the complete dietary protocol alongside the morning movement and evening breathing practice consistently now. Begin the mask 3 evenings per week on clean barrier-restored skin, only starting now. Week 3 is your observation week, where you look closely at your spots very carefully. Edges will begin to soften slightly, and color will begin fading at the margins visibly. Add 2 tablespoons of tomato paste daily during this important 3rd week of the protocol. Heating tomatoes releases lycopene, one of the most potent natural antioxidants for UV protection available. Week 4 and beyond is the consolidation of everything you have carefully built over weeks. Within 2 to 3 months of consistent adherence, measurable visible changes become very apparent everywhere. Not only in the spots themselves, but in overall skin tone and firmness, noticeably improving. Because you have not been masking a symptom with an expensive product from a shelf, you have been supporting the entire organism from the inside out, completely and thoroughly. Always, one important clinical note must be clearly stated before you proceed with anything described here. If you notice any spots changing shape or developing irregular uneven borders, see a dermatologist. If any spot looks distinctly different from all the others around it, seek professional evaluation. Everything covered here supports your body's own natural function and genuine healing capacity completely. It does not replace clinical evaluation when something genuinely requires professional examination and proper diagnosis. Your body has been sending you a clear signal through your skin for some time. Now, you finally have all the tools to understand what that signal is truly saying. And more importantly, you know exactly what to do about it starting right now today. If this gave you something your last doctor's appointment never gave you, like this video. Subscribe to Real Health Logic for honest evidence-based health insights delivered every single week consistently. We break down the science your health deserves without noise and without any sales pitch, ever. The answers exist. You just needed someone to give them to you completely straight, always.